Amiga, it's your girl Auree and welcome back to this YouTube channel where we talk, learn and take action to live our best life. Cause nobody get time for wasting seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years, so let's go! Last week I did an IG story as well as a YouTube video to open up this Q&A session to make sure that everyone sees it. The reason being is I really enjoy asking questions to my favorite content creator on the internet. Of course, Instagram and especially YouTube are definitely places where you can find lots of answers, and I feel like having answers to our questions is even more powerful. I like this idea of being one answer away from our goal, whether it's health, wealth, happiness or anything, and that's the reason why I did this Q&A, because I'm sure I can give you some of your answers, and actually I've kind of learned from your questions as well. So thank you so much for a few of you who managed to ask me the question during this time frame. If ever I miss your questions, my bad, feel free to drop them in the comment section or I will see it after and I will try to do a Q&A part 2 or something like that, whatever is easier. All right, let's go. Okay, before I start, I read only a few questions, not everything. So some of them I just copy paste them on my notes, so I will discover it at the same time as you. So at least it's like real also. What's your full name, Christy? Aureliane. So that's Auree-Anne. Voila. It's been 8 years since everyone calls me Auree, and I can't like it. It's a shorter version of Aureliane. It's not too sweet, it's not too cute, it's like right in the middle, it's dynamic, it's short, it sounds good, so I kind of like it. That's my name, Auree. You can call me Auree, that's alright. Thanks for asking. At least everyone knows, because I know Auree official. You might know me only from that name, so yeah, Aureliane. And that's French. Next question. I'm eating less, I'm exercising more than I ever did before, I'm not gaining weight, but I'm not losing. Do you know why? Thank you for your dedicated work on your channel, is really helpful. Danu, that's a good question. Eating less and exercising more does not necessarily mean that you will lose weight. It really depends on what you eat. Let me give you an example. I exaggerate the situation, okay? So 10 times a day you eat spinach, and then only 3 times a day you eat fries. 10 versus 3, your 10 portions of spinach. It will be less calories than your 3 portions of fries a day, which will be way higher in terms of calories. If you only consider the fact that you're eating less, it doesn't mean that you will lose weight, because to lose weight, you have to be in calorie deficit. I mean, this is what you burn on a daily basis with all your activities, your exercising, your commute, everything. And then this is what you eat. If what you eat is below what you spend on a daily basis, then you lose weight. If it's equal, then you won't, you will just stay stable. If what you eat is above what you spend on daily basis, then you will gain weight. So I presume that by what you're saying now, that you are not losing weight and you're not gaining weight, it's because what you eat is exactly or roughly the same as what you spend on a daily basis. So 2 suggestions here. I wouldn't say you should exercise more, because I mean, for what you've been saying, you're exercising a lot. So congratulations to you. It's good for your mind as well. So well done. I would say watch out what you eat. Watch out what's in your plate in terms of calories. Be more conscious about what's healthy food, what's not healthy. In terms of calories, in terms of what's in your plate, because I don't know where you live, but here in Singapore and everywhere, even in France, sometimes you see things like the packet is green, it's great, it looks very healthy. When you look at the pack of it, it looks very healthy. If you just pay attention to the ingredient in that food, you will often realize that it's not that healthy. And in terms of calories, in terms of fat in it, in terms of fibers, carbohydrate, protein, you will see that often it's quite unbalanced and the pack is way more beautiful than the actual food in the pack. So be conscious about that. And I know that you're a woman, so all my girls out there, I just want to emphasize this part, is that hormones plays a huge role in our weight control. So I'm not sure what you take or not take for the contraception one. I know it's not the place to talk about this, but pay attention to that. maybe take a journal and then write how you feel, like what you did and what the results that you've seen on, let's say, weekly basis, because it's best to monitor per week than per day. Yeah, if you have other questions, feel free to drop this to me. I hope this answer was useful to you. Cooking all the time to meal prep is so hard, so how? Alan. All right, so how? 3 things. First of all, you have to know why you want to meal prep. I think it's quite straightforward. This one is for you to be able to reach your goals. Depends on how bad you want your goal to happen. You know, once again, we are talking about motivation and the purpose behind you meal prepping as opposed to eating outside. So your goals is definitely the first thing I can think of. Secondly, you have to be organized. This point goes with the third one, because say you are someone who's really organized, which I think you are, which I know you are. It's not enough. It's not enough just to be organized, because, you know, sometimes life is not that simple. So even if you're organized, then it doesn't go that way, which links me to the third point. And that's something I realized this past, I would say, weeks, I think months since I'm in Singapore. It's stability. Stability, I feel, plays a huge role in your consistency, organization to reach your goals. The reason why I'm saying that is because since I'm here in Singapore, for example, here I'm in a service apartment, I never actually meal prepped. And I know that if I want to go toward my goal, then I should just meal prep. And I'm really conscious that when I don't meal prep, I eat outside. And when I eat, I'm again really conscious about what I'm eating. I think stability plays a huge role unless I'm at my own place with my routine, you know, like my life routine. So going to the gym, working, I don't know, see friends or stuff like that, something that I do regularly. I won't be able to have the courage and the motivation and the organization to meal prep. Think about that. See how stable you are right now. That's the first question. Then how organized you are. And then what's your goal? How motivated, how focused you are to reach your goal? There are those 3 questions that you should ask yourself. And you know, life is not all about meal prepping all the time. Of course, that's what I give, for example, to my client, because they are really working towards certain goals, but you can't necessarily meal prep all year long. Really be also kind with yourself in understanding why sometimes you are not able to meal prep. I hope my answer helped you, but that's really what I noticed this past few weeks with myself. It's not that I'm not motivated, it's just that when you look at something that you have to do in a day or in a week or in a month, you will see that sometimes when you don't have the stability, meal prepping doesn't come first in the list. And that's the reason why today I know that I'm not able to meal prep. It's because I have other priority now than meal prepping. Do you coach people? How does it work, Sarah? Yes, I coach people. Thank you for asking. I know I've not been really explicit about that, but that's fine. It's because I'm working on the branding and stuff like that. My clients are mostly in Singapore now because that's where I started. What I do with my clients is I help them reach their goals, whether it's to lose weight or to gain weight. When I say gain weight, it's actually gaining muscles. Some people who want to have like broader shoulders, chest, bigger glutes, like more defined thighs, be more athletic in general, being able to support an activity, a dance activity, athleticism activity, whatever. I feel like personalized programs are really the answer to each of our questions, like body questions. Seriously, there is no way a group program can help you in any sorts of way unless you are starting your journey in working out. I feel like when you have specific goals, then you should definitely try to find someone who can help you achieve those goals, period. So yeah, that's what I do. And I think you will hear about my activity very time soon. So stay connected. Why do you do your content in English, not in French? I was really tempted to do my content in French. The thing is, when I started this YouTube channel, I was in Australia and here I'm in Singapore. So it's really weird for me to speak French in front of the camera, even though I feel more comfortable speaking French than English. And I also feel like you would feel me better if I would speak French rather than English. But 2 things, it's a challenge for me. So, you know, creating this YouTube channel is, yes, to help you, but at the same time, it helps me be more comfortable, first of all, in front of the camera. as well as speaking English. So that's my, I think it's my exercise every other day to practice my English. And the second thing is I don't just target French people around the world. I think in terms of the message that I have to convey, speaking English would be the best way I could send my message out there instead of French. But my family, especially because they only speak French, they're all asking me for subtitles, so I keep on saying I will do it, and I will really do it. I already know how to do it, it's just the time that I miss, which I will find very, very soon for those of you who are aware. So yes, I will put some subtitles, so at least it will be for everyone. You look extremely busy. How do you organize your life around all that, Damien? Good question, Damien. I don't know. I think living with me is probably not easy because I have a lot of things to do, a lot of things to think about, but I'm trying to get better. And because here I'm alone, it's really useful for me to just reorganize the way I think, the way I organize my day. Usually I have time for myself, which is fine, and I'm working toward having more time for myself while still being able to deliver this kind of content. Organization and consistency. Keep on doing it until you master it. So that's how I see it. I think the questions take a lot of time. That's funny because there were not so many questions, but I think my answers are pretty long. So I'll probably divide this video into parts. See how that goes. How come you managed to travel that much in 2020? Well, I don't know. No, actually I know. It's because when I was in Australia, my visa expired, so I had to leave. And after that, for personal reasons, we went to the Caribbean. And after that, we came back to France. And then for work, I came back here in Singapore. And yeah, who knows what's next? I think I know, but yeah, let's keep that secret for now. Okay, 2 more questions, and after that I think I will do a part 2 because your girl Auree is talking too much. I thought that with 9 questions I would be able to cover in one video, but obviously not. That's alright. I gained 13 kgs during quarantine. Any advice to lose it? Kaka. Kaka or KK, sorry. I'm not too sure how to pronounce your name. 13 kgs is a lot, obviously, but I wouldn't worry too much. I think if you put on weight, which most people did, I think I'm only one of the few who were able to lose weight during quarantine. And I mean, there is no good or bad. I think just by starting your life again, you will be able to lose it. Because the reason why you put on weight is because you stayed at home, you stop activities, so no gym, no commuting, no nothing, only groceries. Try to go back to a usual routine as life is starting to be not back to usual, because I don't like to say that. I think like life and the world has changed and won't be back to wherever it was before. But definitely things are reopening, so go with the flow and don't consider what happened during quarantine as something you can't ever erase. That shouldn't be the case. So I wouldn't worry too much, but just put back the work into losing this weight. You'll be just fine, because those weights are not things that you've been carrying around for lots of years. So it's only few months, which should be fine for you to do so. I gained 7 kgs during quarantine. Can you please share your advice to lose it, Samia? Same. There are only 2 reasons why you would gain weight. It's either you've eaten too much, you increase your calories, you've eaten pizza, drink Coke and stuff like that. So it's either you eaten too much as opposed to what you were eating before, or you stop exercising. So if you've eaten too much, then go back to what you were used to do before this lockdown, quarantine, or whatever happened this year in your country. And if it was on the workout part, then start to exercise again. I know that workout at home is not fun when you're used to go to the gym. I'm the living proof of that. Try new things, try videos on YouTube. So those 2 things, food or workout, actually the 2 aspects that you can play on when it comes to losing weight. I think I will stop here for now. There are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions remaining. If ever you have other questions, drop them in the comment section below. I'll be happy to take the time in a second video to answer that. Otherwise, I think that's it for me. You will see me next time in another decor because I am moving out again. I hope you like this kind of video. If you did, don't forget to smash the like button, to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget as well to turn on the notification to be notified next time I create a video. I wish you a beautiful day and I see you next time. Peace.